Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your big homie Crooks the Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of an Undisputed video. And in today's video, we have some brand new information about the patch for April, as well as some new news for the DLC fighters as well. Now, first things first, I want to apologize to you guys. I know I haven't really been on live, and I've been kind of being hit or miss with my content on my channel for about the last week and a half. I had a death in my family. My grandma passed away, so yeah, I've been kind of dealing with that. And then for the last 3 to 4 days, I've been in California attending her funeral and kind of just getting everything squared away. So my apologies. I know I've kind of been hit or miss, and that's the reason why, but I'm back now. We're refocused and we're ready to go. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into some of the news that I have for you guys here. And shout out to the homie Armani, who's been posting the screenshots in my Discord. So the first one here says, will there be a DLC release on the early April update too, or no? And Varys, who is somebody that I have made a video on before, this is the guy that let us know that we weren't going to be getting an update until April. He says yes, but no spoilers. We're also working on our free content / free fighter plan, which won't be the next one, but I'm hopeful it'll begin in the one after that. So we are going to be getting a DLC pack in April, as well as the update, which is something that you guys have heard me say I really wanted to see. I thought Steel City should have rewarded the community with a free DLC pack, because of the fact that we have been waiting so long for this damn update. It's been 3 months, and yeah, we've been suffering. We really have, with no new stuff to the game. So it's nice to see that we are going to get a DLC pack, but unfortunately we're not going to get a free one. But either way, I think the community is really going to be happy with this, because of the fact that, you know, there's going to be new boxers added into the game, and I believe they're probably going to put a teaser out here pretty soon, seeming as how it's the 28th of the month. So let's get into the patch updates. So it says the next update is in early April, and he says he's working on the video for it. So early April is something that I didn't know, and I don't think a lot of the community knew when to expect the update, because they just said April. So early April is a really good sign, because like I said, we're in the 28th of this month, and April is literally next week. So we could potentially be getting an update for Undisputed next week, which is a really welcome sight. Now, something that I found interesting in this this screenshot right here is actually this one underneath as well, where it says we're working on moving towards more frequent dev focused comms. There's a lot of moving parts to figure out, but we'll get back to it. It's partially why we're hiring another senior community manager. Now, the community managers are the guys that run like the Undisputed Twitter, or the Undisputed X. They are generally in charge of letting the community know kind of what's going on behind the scenes. They're more of like the liaison between the developers and the community. So the fact that they're looking to hire somebody to do this is a really welcome sight, because if you guys watch my video on the biggest mistake that Steel City has made with the community, it's that they kind of went silent. They didn't kind of go silent, they went silent. There's been no really communications between the devs, the community managers, and the community. And yeah, you can't have that as a newer gaming company, especially on your first game. You can't. You got to build that rapport with the community, and I'm glad that they're listening up, because a lot of people have been pointing this out, not just myself, and it's a really welcome sight to see. So the next screenshot we have down here is somebody asked, the features mentioned in the video with Porter are coming with this patch, like career mode, and Vera says career roster selection yes, more robes no, more DLC fighters yes, and more new venues. Now, we already kind of touched on more DLC fighters, but we're going to be getting more new venues as well, so that's a welcome sight. I don't know about you guys, I get kind of tired of fighting in the same damn venues over and over again. So yeah, that's kind of nice that they're going to be adding new venues to the game as well. It's going to keep things aesthetically fresh, and yeah, it's a really welcome sight. So right here is the meaty one that I was really wanting to touch on here for you guys, and it's Leafy posted up. I hope the new update brings fixed hit detection and blocking. And Varys said, very minor improvements to punch accuracy with a patch in the works with more improvements after that. It does change the block, adjustments to block health and block speed related to how much you're holding block. Now this one is really interesting. Excuse me, because this could really change the dynamic of potentially getting more finishes in the fights, because we all know hit detection is a really big problem, but they've already kind of let us know that they were going to be making adjustments to it, especially with that with the build that everybody was able to test if you were on PC. But they didn't really let us know that they were going to make a lot of changes to the block. But there was really big changes to the block if you were if you were able to play the build, and it was damn right broken. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it really was. The block was broken on that playtest build. It was very strong, and there was a lot of people that were complaining that it might be a little bit too strong to be added into the game, because then it would just encourage people to just run around and hold block. So what they did right here is they took what the community was saying, what those players were saying, and they made adjustments to the block. So I'm wondering how this is actually going to play out in normal fights. Is the block going to be lower if you're holding it more? Is the block speed going to go down based off of how much damage your block has actually taken? Or, and how is that going to relate to the fact of you holding block? So this is really going to be an interesting one, and I really can't wait to see the way that this is going to impact the overall game itself, because this is not one that I anticipated. I thought they were going to make the block potentially obviously better, because power shots are still kind of bleeding through when they shouldn't. So I knew that they were going to tweak that, but this change right here is really interesting. Really interesting. It could kind of go one of two ways for me. It could either make the block more balanced, or it can make the block worse, which I don't really want. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but I'm gonna wait and see. I really am gonna wait and see, and I suggest you guys wait and see as well before you guys pass judgment on it. You feel what I'm saying? But that's really interesting. But that's it for me, my people. Let me know, what do you guys think about everything that I touched on in the game? Are you guys excited? Do you guys love what they're doing, or do you guys kind of just are like, it's too little too late? Let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna be answering every single one of your guys' comments that you guys drop on the video. But until next time, my people, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from, and I will see you guys in the next video.